I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I was 6 feet under, but now it's your turn to face the fire.
You totally missed it. Hold on, no, hold on,
there's a
stop,
little bit
no,
of-
stop.
Hold on.
Rewind that. You don't.
Oh, hello. Do you have a warrant to be here?
You didn't even let me intro it.
Nope.
Maybe there's a little grass growing right along here. Some happy little things.
I love you, you love me. We all own our own bodies, so marry who you want and do whatever drugs you choose. And when it's time, you can die with dignity by determining your own end-of-life plan.
Hi, Maria!
Hi, Officer Winkles!
How you doing today?
I don't have to answer that question.
That is correct!
I'm recording you!
Am I being detained?
Nope!
Which I can legally do because I'm in a public place!
Come back if you have a warrant.
Alrighty!
Know your rights.
Yay!
Okay, Gumshoes, Carmen Sandiego is in a country where socialism failed. That narrows it down to Venezuela, Cuba, the former Soviet Union, Moldova, Laos, Vietnam, Albania, Angola. So we did some digging into your past.
Oh,
Oh, this suspense is killing me.
But we still haven't solved the case, Holmes. Why is marijuana a Schedule 1 drug?
Elementary, my dear Watson. Nixon and racism.
What?
You okay?
I don't know.
Hey, man, it's alright. It's alright. We've got qualified immunity. Qualified immunity. It's not for you, it's just for me. I shot your dog.
I shot your wife.
I get to go on with my life.
My favorite part is where the character says, I do not want green eggs and ham. And then Sam I Am says, that's fine. You don't have to eat them. That's your right. The end. It's a short book.
Here we see one of the last taxicab monopolies struggling for life. Competitors have entered their ecosystem.
Do you know what eminent domain abuse is? It's when the government decides the neighborhood of make-believe is better used by a Taiwanese LCD manufacturer.
Today we have a real senator. Hello, Senator.
How are you doing?
What is your favorite color?
I would have to say blue.
Me too! Tell me, why did you sell all your stock right before the crash?
I mean, it's literally just the tragedy of the commons, but they made it cute.
And that sound means we're in international waters. I'm gonna marry a robot and sell my kidney on eBay.
My dearest Rowena, today the district attorney filed criminal charges against a two-door sedan.
Carmen Sandiego is hiding in a country that contains an American military base. Is she in Australia, Bahrain, Belgium, Brazil, Bulgaria, British Indian Ocean Territory, Cuba, Germany, Djibouti?
Venice.
Circle, square, rectangle, war factory.
All right, Jack, where is your gay wedding cake?
I refuse to bake a gay wedding cake, and you can't force me to. It's my right.
That is your right, but it is my right to kick you off of this show. Please leave.
Yep.
You homophobic bearded meat goblin.
I just want enough to warm it up some. I don't want to set it on fire. It's very easy to set it on fire.
Well, today on this old house, we're at the city zoning office because they think our new porch is 2 inches too close to the sidewalk, which is f***ing bullshit because their sidewalk is too far away from the street, which they'd know about if they'd read any of the emails I'd sent them over the past 18 months. So join us as we waste our whole f***ing day on the
The premiere of Thomas the High Speed Rail has been delayed again. And at the 10 Bitcoin level, you receive a handsome tote bag.
Quack! Good one!
Quiet!
Very good!
Queen!
What else starts with the letter Q?
Space lasers.
Oh!
John Podesta and Hillary Clinton had an email exchange about hot dogs.
Where do we get these puppets?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and you have a right to defend your house with firearms. With firearms.
I couldn't help myself. You brought it up, and I hadn't seen it, and I just had to.
Well, but I didn't even intro it.
No.
For people who
You didn't intro it. There was
those
nothing.
who are listening on radio will have no idea what's going on.
They will freak out about this.
This is fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's the if
Reason
PBS
Reason magazine came out with if PBS was libertarian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not the only.
Oh
one
no,
that
they've got
do.
like Crime Squad.
Yes, there's so many. CDC, the movie.
Yeah.
No, it was.
It's good. I mean, that was funny.
You're welcome.
That was good.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed that.
I figured after today we kind of needed it.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm sad that it's a thing from Facebook, but I can handle that.
It means you had to sign in and everything.
No, I didn't actually. Thank God. I just had to look at it. But that's okay.
Well, there you go. Oh God, you have a video for me now.
I have a video for you.
Oh God.
And I can't zoom in for you guys on the video screen because it is the way it is, and it is the thing. But this was sent.
You can't find it?
No. Like the way that it's set up, I can't zoom in or anything.
No, but I meant you couldn't go find it through TikTok.
I wasn't gonna try and look for that through TikTok. It's still no. Anyway, so this was the reason why is because they deleted it.
Oh,
so this is originally saved. Sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So this was from the Los Angeles Parent Union. The Parent Union. Excuse me, my voice.
Parent Union. Yeah, I was going to say, welcome to puberty.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I know you've been waiting for that for a while.
It's been so long.
Right?
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a video that was actually shared by Los Angeles County Schools. Okay. And it's something that you could teach your son.
Really?
Yeah. I
could.
Yeah. Your son would get a kick out of this.
Really?
Yeah.
My son specifically.
Yours specifically would get a good kick out of this.
Would he really?
Oh yeah. If this was sent to him in school,
he'd eat it up. No pun intended.
Oh, all puns. All puns. All puns intended. I just need you to hear this, okay? And it's the idea of this is about food neutrality.
Food neutrality.
Food neutrality. So I just want to preface that. That's where. Yeah. Okay. All right. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
I guess.
Here we go.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia.
Are you okay so far?
I'm not sure what the hell I just saw.
All right.
Let's start again.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Because here you go.
Okay. Hold on.
Smart in seconds. Good versus bad foods.
All right. Go.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Hold on. Stop.
False sense of health.
False? What's a false sense of health?
Well, technically, the food pyramid is a false sense of health.
All right. Well, no, I agree with that. But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that if it's not exactly rocket science.
Yeah, where eating a lot of donuts is going to cause you a problem.
Let's see which is healthier: a carrot, a raw carrot, or a donut.
Well, obviously the carrot is healthier.
Obviously,
yeah, right.
So at that.
It also tastes terrible.
That literal. That's not the point. At that literal, shallow, superficial level, you mean to tell me that?
And that's all they went through. That's all they went through was the superficial, shallow level.
Yeah, but then she's turning around and saying, even at that superficial, shallow level, you're.
Yep.
Jesus.
All right. Continue on.
All right.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrect.
Now I'm going to stop here.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to stop here for a second because I want you to look at this lady.
Because you're a douche. Because you're a douche.
This lady who's trying to tell you about how to eat.
Uh-huh.
And she obviously knows how to eat.
Clearly. She has not missed a meal or two.
She's never missed a meal in her life.
I don't think so.
And her name is at Savage X Fatty. She lives up to it.
So, I mean, but she embraces it, and that's fine. Like,
yeah.
Good on people. Like, if you're like going to just accept it, then cool. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
No. And I understand food trends are something else, right? So food trends are one thing. Like, I hate food trends. I hate diet trends. I hate all that stuff. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know, and I agree to the point of, oh, your dessert is what you get for eating all the bad stuff that you had to eat, like vegetables. It's like, no.
Well, but hold on. Like,
First off, it's not the bad stuff. It's you get a dessert because you ate all of your healthy, good food, and here's a treat. Here's something that's not
because we know that
perfectly
you
healthy.
don't like it.
Yeah, we it's good food. It's good for you, and so I'm going to make you eat it. But I'll give you a little present, a gift,
Something that you will like the taste of, but you can't have a bunch of.
Right. I will give you a small bit of this because you've done a great job in finishing the food that you need to eat.
Yes, because if you ate nothing but donuts, then that would lead to
Savage X Fatty.
To sum it up shortly, yes, it would. Yes,
right.
I was going to say to sum it up in one word, but I don't think it's one
It's
word.
not one
more
word.
than two.
Well, let's just say that that one word would not fit in a widescreen pan from 1,500 feet.
I was going to say that's definitely more of a. That's not even a double XL.
That's a
4X, 5X.
Correctly taught from a young age that our size and therefore the foods that we eat are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Okay, now I agree there.
I was gonna say I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm good there.
But hold on, here what I'm picking up from this so far. Except for that first part, which was just asinine.
weird.
Just
Yeah,
asinine.
right.
But everything thus far, sounds like a misdirected argument.
It is.
The real problem to me, from what I'm hearing just off of this, is not directly the way we're using food to punish or reward people, or the misconceptions that we have in healthy food or whatever, and habits that we've created. What it sounds like to me is a fault with parents. Like a parenting problem. That's what it sounds like.
It's the parents using food as an abusive tool instead of using it as a benefit.
Right. So what? God, keep going. I'm.
You okay?
No,
I didn't think so.
Thankfully, I left my knife in the car.
Instead of focusing on good and
She said
bad
what now?
choices,
Instead of focus.
Oh, that's not what it sounded like she said.
That's because she has a heavy accent.
I don't care what that heavy accent is.
And
That's
so
not what she said.
She said, instead of focusing.
Yeah, no, I heard what she said.
Okay.
Try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat with
Okay. Hold on. No.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
To a degree.
True.
Shallow level.
Very shallow.
Very, very shallow.
Incredibly shallow level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's absolutely right.
Right.
She's absolutely right. Now, you have to, and this is the downside to all of it, you have to take the next step, which clearly Savage X Fatty is not known for doing. You need to take that next step, which is you're right. Unless it is poisoned, unless it is laced with something, unless you have an allergy to it, unless all these little actual, literal, physical, it hurts you instantly type situations happen, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. There's no bad food. But when it becomes bad is not the food. See, that's where
It's the mindset around the food.
Words matter.
Yeah.
How you say things matter. It's not the food that is bad. It is your habit
of eating it.
Yeah. It's the fact that you go. Perfect example.
Okay, so here you go.
Here's a perfect example.
Right.
Every time I go to McDonald's,
I
have 2 triple cheeseburgers, a medium fry, and a large sweet tea with light ice.
None of that is bad for you in small amounts.
Right. I should not be having 2 triple cheeseburgers and a medium fry and a large sweet tea with light ice.
But
I do, and I inhale them suckers.
Because they're nothing.
Because it's not right.
It feels like nothing.
Yeah, until about an hour later when I'm like, oh,
goes,
God, why did I eat that?
do that? That's too much.
But that's the point.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with those triple cheeseburgers. The problem is eating 2 of them, eating 3 of them, eating them every single day on a regular basis.
There is something wrong with those fries.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
They're not like they used to be.
Well, that's because they used to.
It tastes like they changed the oil finally.
They did.
Did it?
What they did is they used to actually, like, when they put them in the whole freezing and all the stuff before they sit, they actually pre-cooked that they pre-cooked.
They flash fried them or whatever
in beef tallow.
Okay.
So when they came to the store, you know how all fries, they have a little bit of oil on them because they've already done the pre-fry.
They've already been dunked.
They've already been blanched, is what it's called, blanched.
Yeah.
They used to blanch them at the manufacturing facility. They used to blanch them in beef tallow. That's why they were delicious as fuck.
Yeah. Well, and they also cooked faster.
Yeah.
All this other stuff.
But so they blanched them in beef tallow. Now they blanch everything in olive oil.
That's what it is. Okay.
It's olive oil or it's palm oil, and it's nasty.
It is nasty. It does. It tastes like somebody's. It tastes like they're cooking in an axle grease nowadays. It's
I know.
not as good.
But that's
as it
also
used to
because
be.
they don't clean it out properly.
Right. But the point of all this comes back to is it's not the food itself. You're right. It's the habit that you as the individual have developed. Or it is the habit that you were passing on to the child.
And now here's the other thing, okay? Before we get there, because James brought up another point. Portion control, too much of anything can be a bad thing for you. You can kill yourself by drinking too much water. Right. Portion control is a thing. But to a degree, especially when it comes to food specifically, portion control needs to be in relation to the amount of exercise and physical labor that you do.
Well,
and that's where everybody screws up.
Depends. It depends. What are you going for? Like, are you trying to just ward off possible health issues? Or are you trying to strive to be The Rock? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Because The Rock will eat a ton of food in a day.
Sorry. Adam W. Johnson over Twitter. Yeah, Dylan Lyles, you shouldn't eat 2 triple cheeseburgers. You should eat 3 double cheeseburgers instead.
That has more bread.
It does.
And that's actually worse for you.
And I don't like it. Of course, I'm not afraid of eating. I'm a fan of eating owl meat either, but whatever. Or whatever that crap is. It's not real hamburger, I'll tell you that. But the point is you're right that on a superficial level, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but it's what you do with it. And again, that falls back. See, they're literally preaching and talking about a stance of individualism without actually addressing and accepting the, degree of individualism.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to sit here and say, well, I'm going to eat this. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want to and as much as I want to. There's no such thing as bad food and blah, blah, blah. And again, at face value, you're absolutely right.
Right. At the very we're talking,
but
we're talking inch deep water,
Right. But you can't tell me that these people on, My 1,000-Pound Life or whatever the hell these shows are, you can't tell me for a second that you're going to look at that person. That person does not, that 1,000-Pound Life show, what is the end of it? It is eventually them attempting to become healthy.
Right.
Because they're not healthy.
Right. And it's not trying to guilt them into it or anything else. It's trying to just get them healthy.
Right. Because they can't get off the couch. Right. So they don't die.
So they don't die sooner.
And their families honestly don't want to try and have to carry their dead carcass from the couch out the door, nor does the coroner, because that's difficult.
Yeah, no matter
at 1,000 pounds of dead weight.
No matter how much waste evacuates from their body once they pass,
right,
it's not enough.
Right. You can't. They're making the argument for independent or individualism, and they don't even.
Right.
But they're doing it from the angle of, I'm going to do whatever stupid thing I want to do, which is fine. This is the same thing that libertarians do all the time when they're trying to go, we need to go for libertarianism, and the first thing we're going to push for is free marijuana. Shut up. You're an idiot.
That's not the first thing you need to push for.
No.
Like, yeah, is it great? Sure. I wouldn't care about it. It's not a problem. And yeah, you know what? Whatever.
And to a degree,
it doesn't make sense to legalize it.
No, and I agree with the whole,
or to keep it illegal.
Yeah, to sit here and say that donuts are a bad choice. It's you shouldn't make yourself feel guilty. You shouldn't beat yourself up or be allowed to beat yourself up like that. You really shouldn't.
Well, okay.
But if you do, but there's other things that people beat themselves up on all the time. That has nothing to do with food.
Well, yeah. But no, hold on. Because here's the deal, right? If they brought donuts, okay, and say it's, okay, you brought donuts, and you bring donuts once, out of like a 2-week period or whatever.
Right.
Hey, I brought donuts. Great.
Thank you. I'm going to have one.
I'll have a donut.
Maybe 2, tops.
Right. And that's, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You brought, and if you brought it for breakfast, I'm going to wait to eat it because I can't, me personally, I can't eat sugar in the morning. But thank you.
Because it goes all into your coffee.
No, actually, I barely put any in there anymore.
Am I turning you into almost a black drinker?
No, it's been a slow process for me.
I mean, mine was immediate, but
no, mine's.
But I'm saying you're heading that direction.
Well, no, I've had black coffee and I'm okay with it. I just don't do it all the time because I'd rather have a little bit of creaminess in my coffee.
No.
But no, so okay, you do it once, great. You do it once every now and again, great. Okay. But hey, I brought donuts every day. Hey, my snack of choice, like when every time that it's my choice my time to get a snack or whatever, bring snacks for everybody, I always bring. Maybe you need to think of a different choice to.
No. But even that isn't a problem if you're sharing that with everyone.
You're right. Hey,
bringing donuts is not a problem.
I brought a box of donuts for myself.
I was gonna say hey, we're sitting down for lunch, man. I'm sitting here. I got me a nice little turkey sub.
It's a nice turkey sub.
It is a little bit of Pringles and stuff.
Okay,
what do you got for lunch?
And I got a dozen donuts.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, but this one's bacon.
Oh.
And this one's cream filled.
Oh, good.
Yep. This one has jelly.
At least you have variety.
Yep.
They do say it is the spice of life.
It is. Oh. And this is a cruller over here. This one's a cruller.
Never been a fan of a cruller.
Oh, and a bear claw.
The bear claws are, those are hit or miss for me.
So obviously I've got some protein in here.
You definitely have some. Far be it for me to judge you on your choice of lunch there. But in that instance, that's when you turn around and go, okay, that's when you can start saying, yeah, having a donut might be a problem. When it's your entire meal,
right,
and you eat 6 of them,
then
that's a problem.
Right.
But you got to be.
Although if it's Krispy Kreme, you could eat 6 of them and not think about it because they're just.
I do.
They're gone.
I do.
They're just gone.
When we go down to Charlotte to go take the kids to Great Wolf Lodge, man, we usually get 3 dozen because I eat half of one by myself. Because they're warm.
We're not saying it's a good idea.
Yeah, no, but here's the difference.
Hot Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah.
Literally takes 1 bite.
Yeah.
It's 1 bite.
Yeah.
Even though it's a full donut.
Well, but see, I take my time with it. I have a ritual.
Oh, God.
See, I have
my ritual with
my giant trough, I guess, cylinder of milk.
Yeah.
And I always break it in half.
Mm-hmm.
And I always dip the smallest one first, the smallest half first.
Oh, you do the smallest half.
And I wait for it to soak in about halfway up the donut full of milk, and then pop the whole thing in. So that way when you squish it, it just kind of goes.
And then you got milk
and sugary glaze.
And,
yes.
Yeah. But see, here's the deal, right?
Yes.
Anything can technically turn into a proper diet because you saw the guy that did the Super Size Me?
Yeah.
Remember, he did the challenge where he only ate Twinkies.
Yeah.
but he ate them to the proper nutritional recommended dose, and he lost like 200 pounds.
Yeah. Well, and like James is like he in his work shift, he works, walks anywhere between 5 and 7 miles.
Yeah.
A 2,000 calorie diet would kill him.
Right.
So it really depends on you.
That's exactly it.
John Adams once said, "But a constitution of government once changed from freedom can never be restored. Liberty once lost is lost forever." Nearly 250 years after Adams famously wrote those words to his wife, have you been left wondering if liberty is indeed lost forever? Many people are feeling that way, and who can blame them when they hear things like,
History is truly at a turning point. We do not yet know the full extent and the systemic and structural changes which will happen. However, we do know that global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected.
with talk like that, maybe liberty is dead.
And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there.
Or is it? From the people behind the #1 critical thinking podcast in the world comes Reviving Liberty, a podcast experience unlike anything you've heard before. Join your host, Andrew Coppins, on a path towards rediscovering what liberty is and how we can apply it in today's age of darkness and tyranny. Get ready for a liberty mindset in your life. Andrew will be with you soon, taking the first steps on the path toward reviving liberty with you. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform and engage with the show by visiting revivingliberty.com and follow Andrew on social media at The Coppin Show.
This is Defenders Live.
I mean, it's not wrong.
No.
It's not wrong.
It's not.
Nope. It's not wrong at all.
Saddens me, actually.
Oh, thank you, Piggy Pool, for the SNL skit, Little Chocolate Donuts. That was a good one.
That was a good
Yeah,
one.
it reminds me of like they did the whole like what happened to you kind of thing with a flashback in the 80s, and it was Rico Suave.
Yeah.
The SNL Rico Suave skit.
Yes.
It was like, and who are you again? Rico Suave. Rico Suave. You really let yourself go, dude. What happened to you? Chocolate donuts.
Yeah, I remember.
That was good.
Just in case y'all were wondering, looking forward to Christmas coming up soon, Rudolph has changed his name to Rolanda.
Yeah.
And he then kicked ass at all the female reindeer games. So
that's because he was allowed.
We can now rewrite the story.
Right. He was allowed at that point.
Yeah, been officially rewritten.
Yeah. Adam W. Johnson over there on the Twitters. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the two women who have shaped me into the man that I am today. Little Debbie and Sarah Lee.
Please tell me that story is tonight, that we're talking about that.
I didn't even see this. What is this?
Just right there. Just that. Like, we could do a quick Google search and make this shit happen.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna hold on.
Because that's gold, Jerry.
Hold on.
That's gold.
I'm going to do it.
All righty. Well, you do that. And while you do that, I'm going to tell everybody, make sure you go to our our website, doaeshow.com. That is doaeshow.com. Check them out. Become a defender with us if you'd like. Or if not, whatever. I don't care. I've never been known to be a salesman. Also, follow us on the Twitters especially, but all the social medias, all at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves. Get your tweets in. That's how we read any comments. We don't do normal comments or chat rooms or social boards like that or whatever. We do Twitter because everybody does Twitter.
It's where it is.
So do that, and we can communes with you. And that also would include if you happen to catch us as a podcast. Because we are live Monday through Friday, 9 to 10. But make sure if you catch this afterwards, then, go ahead and send a tweet about it anyway, because there's quite a few people who do the whole podcast thing. And
right,
come
because
back
they
later.
can't get us at 9 o'clock.
Right, or they have lives.
They have lives and they can't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So Los Angeles mayor's candidate, Karen Bass.
This is great.
Announced that she came home on Friday to find that her home had been broken into.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Poor. I mean, as a candidate, that sucks.
Yep.
You don't want to, I mean, as anybody that
she's
sucks.
a Democrat, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you don't ever want, I don't care who you are. I feel bad for this person. You don't ever want somebody breaking into your home. That's horrible.
Yeah.
There's a level of violation that, I think only could be surpassed by something like rape or something like that.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, so the things that were stolen from her house happened to be her 2 firearms.
Okay.
Right.
What you got to be careful about when you.
I mean, the guns were registered per California law. So she had.
Well, of course.
She was all legal. She said that they were safely secured.
They couldn't have been safely secured that well if only thing that was stolen out of her house
was the guns. Right. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, here's the report from last night. Said last night I came home and discovered that my house had been broken into and burglarized. LAPD was called, and I appreciate their assistance. At this time, it appears that only 2 firearms, despite being safely secured and stored, were stolen. Cash, electronics, and other valuables were not. It's unnerving and unfortunate. It's something that's far too many Angelinos have to face.
And again, I'm sorry, but I would argue that if you really truly had them locked away
and secured properly,
that would not have been the only thing that they took.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I disagree with you. Because if they were, they would have to break the lock. They would have to get in there and do all that stuff. And you mean to tell me that?
See, here's the issue, though. Miss Karen Bass is
the mayor candidate for LA.
For LA is also very anti-gun.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
She's anti-gun.
Yeah, she's very gun control, pro-gun control, anti-gun usage for the public.
So the anti-gun lady had guns?
Yes.
And she's upset that someone took them from her?
Yes.
Why?
Because they were taken illegally.
And the stuff
they weren't confiscated by the government. They were taken by somebody else.
Yeah, but that's still illegal. It's illegal whether the government does it or,
Yeah, but they have the power to shoot you and kill you without
they all have the power to shoot
without
you
recourse.
They all have that power, believe it or not. Because if you're dead, you don't know.
There's
of
no
any
recourse.
So there you go.
Right.
So just so we're clear, a mayoral candidate, Karen Bass,
Democrat,
for LA, who's anti-gun.
Yes,
had two guns stolen
from her house. No. It deserves this.
How dare you?
No, I don't even know if that works. Like even the rim shot didn't fit. It's like it's a joke, but
it's a bad joke.
It is.
It's like I wish I still had the sad trombone over there.
Yeah, or crickets or something. Like it's or a combination, oddly, of all of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Everything just dunk. That was a bad one.
And then again, I'm sorry, but I'm calling you a liar. There's no way that you had them securely locked when the only thing that they got away with were those guns. Because if you had them put away and by a California senator, that means that the safe is not going to be obvious and open. And
so apparently this is a couple days old, right?
Oh, I know.
This
it
story's
is.
a couple days old.
It is.
And
it's the 11th. I know.
The Adam W. Johnsons apparently tweeted about this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So he to the Gutfeld.
Oh,
you know the Gutfeld?
I'm aware.
I'm aware of the Gutfeld.
I'm aware.
He said this Karen Bass debacle is weird, but the most likely scenario is family members with access to the safe took them and used them in a crime, and this is a preemptive. So that when the ballistics ties the gun to her, she can report them as stolen.
Or you just report them stolen out the gate, and then whatever happens.
Right.
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that makes good sense too, because and again, we're completely glossing over the fact that she's, allegedly anti-gun,
Allegedly.
and yet she had two
Guns,
of them
dos
that we know of.
Dos pistolas.
Yes, and they were stolen.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether it's family or not at that point. Just the fact that you are anti-gun and you're carrying them around makes one. What's that word?
It's like when you.
It's like a 7 or 8 letter word.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing. Like when you talk about climate change, but then you fly on a private jet everywhere to talk about climate change.
Yeah, again, that's the same thing. Yeah, it's a word. It's like 8 letters, 7 letters. It begins with an H.
Yeah, right. Hypothesis. No.
Close.
Hypocrite.
Close.
It's
but
very
no. More like a
hippopotamus.
We'll
no,
go
that's an animal.
That is an animal.
It's close.
It's a lot closer.
Yeah.
They all resemble that one. I think it'd be hypocrite. That's
hypocrite. There it is.
Right
yeah.
there.
Okay.
That's it. Makes them a hypocrite.
Right.
I don't know at that point, anybody who one would think anyone with a modicum of intelligence in their brain would then go, wow, I liked you. And then I find out you're not
standing up
real.
to the same thing that you were saying.
Right. You are a liar. You are a two-faced. There. Yeah. Nope. Speaking of pulling the hat, Snarky Jackal, he nailed it over on Twitter, a hypochondriac.
Oh, there you go.
That was the word I was looking for. Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Yes. That's it. So there you go. Wow. Yeah. No, I just happen to be flipping through, and the things that you get to find on social media make you go, wow. Wow. See, I haven't even looked. See, oddly enough, I get a lot of other good stories too through Instagram.
Do you?
Because
really?
I follow Yaf.
Oh, yeah.
And
so
Yaf throws a bunch of stuff.
They'll post all that stuff.
All kinds of different stuff up there from different places. And I'm like, ooh, that's a good story.
That's fun.
That's a good story.
Ooh, that's nice. So, speaking of stuffs and things that are good. After failing to secure the Republican support to alter the Delaware Constitution to codify mail-in voting rights, Democrat lawmakers in the state passed a bill on June 22nd, enabling registered voters to just go ahead and request a mail-in ballot before the election without an excuse. It was signed into law by the Democrat governor, John Carney, on July 22nd.
I'm sorry, but every time I hear that name, I think of Karnak, and I don't know why.
I don't know why. On Wednesday, Vice Chancellor Nathan Cook of the Delaware Court of Chancery ruled in the SB 320 that it was unconstitutional.
Okay.
So the Delaware court has now ruled that the law that Democrats put into place and that a Democrat signed into law about mail-in voters being able to just ask for a mail-in ballot without having any viable reason why they would have to actually have a mail-in ballot.
See what I mean?
Yeah, you just find all that stuff. It has now been said by Democrat courts that that law is unconstitutional and cannot work. So good.
It is good, but I'm still kind of shocked.
I mean, it's good. It's what it is. It's good now. That's good.
James Hofer on Twitter. The joke is so bad that only one sounder would truly apply. Waka,
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 waka.
Ah! I love the Fozzie Bears.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Good guy. Good guy. In other news, whistleblowers for the FBI have come forward and argued that the agency, under the direction of the Biden administration, has pressured agents into manufacturing instances of so-called white supremacy, even out of behaviors that would otherwise be covered by just the First Amendment. A whistleblower is claiming that the FBI is being directed to find people guilty of white supremacy when they're just speaking.
You ever see like an animated, cartoon of a train coming from one direction at a high speed?
Yeah.
Another train coming from the other speed on the exact same track, and then they collide.
Yeah.
Everything is kind of piled. That's literally what just happened
In your head?
In my head,
because you weren't on that track.
No. But I'm just like I'm trying to. There's so many things that make this thing wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to go after white, quote unquote, white supremacy.
Yes. But not racism.
But
in
not
general.
racism, right? In general, because all you're doing, if you don't, let's be realistic. Is there such a thing as white racism currently?
Yes.
But it's not very prominent. It's not near as big as people are making it out to be.
No.
Is there actual racism is still in the world?
Yes.
By eliminating and focusing on just on one quote unquote color spectrum, you're only going to then empower the other ones to become
more racist.
The oppressors, right? And eventually it will swing back. That pendulum will swing.
Right.
To where then the anyone who's not white will be the racist, the horrible people that you read about in history books.
Mm-hmm.
And it never ends well for people.
It doesn't go well, guys. Let's just not do it.
You want equality, but
Yeah.
you never actually go for true equality.
No, you want equity. You want paybacks.
Right. Retribution and revenge for something that you're not even a part of.
It's not even you. It's not even you.
It's because your life is actually so comfortable and so cushy, even in the poorest of sectors, that this is where you have to find a struggle.
Right. You can't really struggle because of the way that our system works.
And it's not just
even if you just apply yourself, like all you do is apply for all the government assistance when you're in the worst of your situations.
Well, I was gonna say, it doesn't even have to be like in your life, like the fact that you as a human being stop trying to grow every day as a human being. You should be striving to be better than the day you were the day before.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be by leaps and bounds. It could be by an inch, by a centimeter. You are still better than you were the day before, and that's what counts. If to the moment you stop doing that, is when you
die.
Is when you die. Everything becomes like the majority of not just America, the world is now, where it's not about actually fixing the true problem of, say, racism. It's about trying to get back at someone. It's about trying to be upset and offended for someone because you have nothing literally better to do with your life. Why? Because you've stopped putting your energy into growing yourself, and you've decided that it's easier to try and help someone else grow.
Or destroy them.
Or destroy, whichever.
It's a lot easier it's crabs in a
And
bucket.
usually-
it's
and
a
yeah.
lot easier to pull down the one that's higher up.
Right. And you're even in, and by the way, most of the ones that they're trying to help grow outside of them are just as dead as they are.
Yeah, because they're not.
They've
growing.
quit growing too.
Right. They've decided that they didn't need to grow anymore because they've hit the plateau. According to the report from the Washington Times, current and former FBI agents have stated that the agency vastly misrepresents the actual threat of white supremacy and poses to the American security and democracy. But that agents within the Bureau are feeling pressured to find it anyway.
James asked a good question. I think it's a good question. Maybe it's not a good question.
We'll figure it out.
While we all agree that white supremacists are complete idiots with their ideas, but is it actually illegal to have those thoughts?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not illegal to have the thoughts. It's the action that you take on those thoughts.
Right. Now, the only time I would argue that having those thoughts is a problem,
Mm-hmm.
outside of, again, pushing you to action,
Yeah.
is if you profess faith in, say, God. Because that's very much not what he stands for. But that's submitting yourself to an extra layer of.
Okay, but once again, that's submitting yourself.
That's what I was saying.
Not trying to submit everybody else.
Right. But that's my point. You're submitting yourself to that. So that's the only way that you thinking that would be bad is if you also turn around and would claim to everybody that you're a Christian.
Right.
Because now you're
espousing Christianity.
Because he says very clearly
racism.
Yeah, because he's saying very clearly that even to think it in your head and feel it in your heart is that you might as well have done it.
Yep.
So,
Peekapool
but not everybody goes by that. That's why for all intents and purposes, no.
No, right. Peekapool over there. Every day you should be trying to grow. Then shut up and give me my donuts.
Right. Right. Some of us are trying to grow vertically. Others are trying to go horizontally.
And some are spiritually. I mean, it's just
everyone is great.
And it's how you want to do it.
And today you might be trying to grow vertically. Tomorrow it might be horizontally. The next day it might be spiritually.
You never know. Just your days change.
It can be intellectually,
Right.
economically, doesn't matter. But you can't take it all. Like I say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You can't tackle all those at one time.
Right.
Sometimes you have to break it down and do a little bit here and a little bit there.
It's got to be little pieces, okay?
Right.
It's got to be things and stuff.
A win is a win, and it doesn't matter whether it's by 1 point or 1,000,000 points.
Yep. Side note, career sexual deviant Eric Morton, age 35, was arrested for planting numerous cameras into bathrooms in the Ann Arbor, Michigans. Morton was charged with 12 felonies, including possession of child pornography, capturing images of unclothed persons, and using a computer to commit a crime.
Hold on. No. You know what? Stop right there.
I did.
Because I might go off on another rant.
Okay.
We only got like 10 minutes or less, but I may go on a rant again.
Hold on. You good?
No, because here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
Here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
Go back. Read that.
The whole thing?
No. Read that last phrase from the last comma to the period.
Oh, yeah. Capturing images of an unclothed person and using a computer to commit a crime.
Using a computer to commit a crime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can just roll down to... You can literally... I mean, if you include your phones, you can get a computer anywhere.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So why don't we have background checks for the computers?
It's a great question.
How come we don't have training for these computers? Why can't we do? Why not submit the scrutiny and the I don't know, the rules and laws and everything that the people are trying? Why are we not applying that kind of thing to these horrible computers that are constantly being used? Oh, wait a minute, because that said it was used to commit a crime. Guns are always the problem. Computers are just tools. Guns are not.
Right.
It's not the person using it.
See, here's the thing, though.
Unless it was this computer.
This guy was arraigned September 7th.
I don't care what he does in the rain.
Right.
Clearly, it doesn't sound like anything good.
Yeah. But he had these cameras at Starbucks and Sweetwater Coffee and Vertex Coffee and Bath & Body Works and the Gallup Park. Tons of different locations where, you could just walk in and use the bathroom. He decided to walk in, use the bathroom, hide a camera. Okay?
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Police say that he captured the footage he captured. He was later distributed online. Okay?
You got to make
All
money
follow?
somehow.
Everybody follows.
Yeah, I'm there with
Right.
you. I don't
Okay?
want to be, but I'm there.
Yep. Okay. So we're all there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
As police continue to determine precisely who and how many people were actually victimized, Morton gets to walk free.
Because
he having posted a $100,000 bond.
He's a salt king. Morton Salt?
Morton Salt.
Nothing?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
Nothing?
I get it.
God, okay.
Yeah. He got to walk away from the police station.
Well, because he posted bail.
Right. He posted bail. And they don't know how he raised the money.
Oh, I do.
It was porn.
I do.
It was porn.
It was porn. He sold porn online.
And he had the money
already there.
So he got out scot-free.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that when he's got
within like an hour. Or
it's called a huge following on OnlyFans. It's not rocket science.
Here's the thing. This isn't the first time. 2015, 2010, 2022, like January of 2022.
So you're saying
he has tons.
One might say this might almost be a habit.
Oh yeah, this is his thing.
Again, when your career is apparently peddling porn,
you've made money.
Yeah, and if once you kind of start making that money, yeah. Peekaboo Snarky Jackhole gets what I was trying to say, though. Can't we just get some common sense computer control?
Right.
Why doesn't somebody think of the children?
I know.
That's exactly right.
Think the children.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of thinking of children.
Oh, God.
Republican Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Sent two planefuls of illegal aliens to Martha's Vineyard.
There's a joke there I'm going to be quiet about, but oh my God, that's funny.
As part of the state program to relocate them to sanctuary cities.
What he should have done was told every single one of them that they had a job.
They probably can.
Working right there on the vineyard.
They probably can. So
no, they won't.
They can.
No, they can't.
It's a sanctuary city. Yes, they can.
But you know as well as I do, Martha's Vineyard would never let that happen.
You're right.
It would never happen. It'd be funnier than hell, though, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This is truly the America, the promised land.
Yeah. Same time that this happened, Texas, Governor Abbott sent two buses to the
New York.
To the VP's house.
Oh, in Delaware?
To the VP's house.
Oh, Kamala.
Kamala. Where they said basically to her front door after she made a big speech about how secure the border was. They just sent it. Boop boop.
That's like when someone walks their dog and they poop in your yard and they never clean it up and you just collect it and go throw it back at their house. Like that's what I do.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't live near people and then that doesn't happen. But I would.
But you would, and you. You probably have.
So Ron DeSantis sent two planefuls of people, huh?
Yep.
Oh hell yeah! I'll admit it. You know what? I don't care. I've done that before. And not for nothing. Depending on the person, there was one time I actually literally flung it at the house.
Yeah. Put it in a bag. Fling.
No, I used the bag to hold it and I threw it straight up at the house.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. No, there was like one was not so bad. Like the first time I like put it in a bag and I set it on the porch.
Said
away from them, didn't light it on fire so they wouldn't step in it. And I had a note on it that said, I believe this belongs to you.
To your dog.
Yeah, or your dog left this in my yard.
Right.
You know?
Because it's not your yard.
It ain't mine. It's not, it's my yard.
It's your yard, it's not their dog's yard.
Right. I neither own the dog nor do you own my yard.
So one funny thing, right? So it's a weird story that happened to you. So I'm up in Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm.
At my aunt's house, and she's telling me about this story where that she lives in a little cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
and
so does most of Baltimore. But anyway, go ahead.
But no, so they have dog walkers and all the rest of it. They go through, and she was telling me the story about this lady who wouldn't just walk on the sidewalk.
Okay.
She would literally walk through everybody's yard, going around the front of people's cars, getting to the front of their bushes, to the inside of walking next to their house. Now, my aunt, she's very...
How old is this lady?
I don't know.
Wow.
My aunt is... She's rather secure about everything. Like she
lives in Baltimore. She should be.
She's got video cameras. She's got all the stuff.
Bars on the windows, all that good stuff.
And so this lady was letting her dog walk all over everything, like literally walk in front. And my aunt had this giant bush. And this bush, and I mean outside, guys, come on.
Isolate that audio.
Come on.
That's what she said.
Jesus. Anyway, so it's at the
I'm going to tell your aunt that's what she said.
It's at the corner of her house, okay? And this dog usually chose that spot to pee.
Oh, yeah. Once they mark it, it's kind of theirs
that was theirs.
At that point. Yeah.
Mark that spot, pee every time. And the bush started dying.
Well, yeah.
Right. I'm like, well, dog's pee is very, it's very astringent. It's going to kill it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's female. Anyway, did you know that female dogs are worse than male dogs? Like they'll actually leave brown spots in the yard and eat like a day after.
Yep.
They'll kill everything.
Yep.
So
if you want to save on weed killer.
So she kept so she has a little alarm and the alarm tells her if somebody's close to the house, like if they start coming up to the house because she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And it actually sounds like a little dog barking.
Oh no.
So she kept missing her. And eventually she just printed out a big smiley face and saying, "You're on camera. I know you. I've seen you. Stop it." And she put it right there next to the bush.
Uh-huh.
The next time the lady passed by, she saw the thing. She hadn't seen her since.
Oh. See, my problem with that is like you're walking too close to my house.
Yeah, you
if
don't
I
get
don't
that close.
know
Don't
you,
get that close to my
I don't even
house.
like guys coming out to read the meter.
Right.
Like, okay, like I really don't. Like, you don't come onto my, like, it's just how I grew up. You don't come onto my property unless I know who you are or I invited you.
Yeah, who you are
And you
why.
damn sure, if you show up completely uninvited and unknown, by God, I'd better be able to see you at all times.
Right.
You poke around, look around at anything
that I don't know about,
I'm calling 811. That's all I'm saying.
Because that's the only place you need to call when that
Right,
happens.
because I live in North Carolina.
That's right.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Go to
Yes.
DOAShow.com. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell an enemy.
Tell all those people.
If you would like to help us spread the word in other ways, we have some ideas. Reach out to us at DOAShow@gmail.com. We might be able to see what we can do.
All right.
Y'all have fun.
Have a great weekend.
Great weekend, and we'll see y'all Monday.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.